Now, particularly with ponds, it's really important that your pump stays clean. So you can see there's the pump right there, and you can see that there's a lot of garbage on the pump because your pump will clog up if you don't give the pump a bit of a clean. So there doesn't appear to be too many fish in here now. So obviously a lot have been removed. I did just give the pump a little bit of a clean and a terrible smell came out. So that's all that the pump's pumping right now, which is not very much because obviously the pump being so clogged means the filter must be clogged as well. So that smell was not good because that's hydrogen sulfide and it's not actually very good for the fish either.
See where it's going. It's just gone. Hang on. Then it goes here, and then it disappears. There's a big... Hey, it might end up going back in the pond.
No, the water all looks like it's not. Now, I'm not sure how long it's been since that's been backwashed, but I just gave it a backwash then, and the filter is flowing way better. You could hardly even hear it before, and it was only just trickling out. Now it's sending a nice cover of water over that rock, which would beautifully aerate the water and help to filter the water. So it's really important on a semi-regular basis that you turn off the big waterfall, and then you are able to observe how much actual filtered water is coming out. Because the pump being very clogged, that needs a good brush. Make sure there's no crap on the pump. And the filter needing a backwash obviously means that the pond is not being very well filtered. So I've been here for a while now, and though there could be any number of fish underneath the rock, at this stage it really doesn't look like there's too many fish in the pond anymore. I know that people have taken fish out of the pond, so at this stage the population of the pond, it actually looks quite good as far as I can see. I've come with all sorts of nets and traps and options for catching fish out, but I'm not confident from what I can see that it's actually worth catching any out because the volume of fish looks okay. Now the bottom of the pond is dirty, but that's because it's a corrugated bottom, and the bottom is obviously you're getting all the crap from the garden going into the pond, so it's definitely not a clean environment. But as far as healthy is concerned, it really does look quite healthy. I'd need to do a water test, but from what I can see at the moment, it does not look overpopulated. Actually, the fish look quite good. I mean, some of the fish are old, but that's an old fish. He's not going to live forever, but the health of the small ones looks relatively good. Got some plants in here. I'm fine enough with that. I think the filter needed servicing. I mean, that water flow there, that's quite good now. So however often it's getting backwashed, it needs to be backwashed more often. And also the filter needs, you need to shake it up and down, and you need to brush the top of it, because that stunk really badly when I just gave that a bit of a clean. So the pump needs cleaning, The filter needs backwashing more often, but the fish I'm looking at look quite healthy. Now they're not looking too fat, they're not looking too skinny, and there's not looking like too many of them. So though the water looks brown, the water's actually quite clear. But because the pond's brown, and you're going to have a lot of trouble competing with stuff going in this pond, just due to where it's actually positioned. But I mean, without testing the water, I'm looking at quite a healthy pond with a healthy bunch of fish. Anyway. It is deceiving how many fish can be in this pond, but they really look quite good. What are you doing, Buster? I dare you to jump in. So this would be a nice healthy high stock of fish. Fish are not too fat, they're not too skinny. That's pretty good. A lot of leaves are getting in the pond, but that's just, I mean, under a tree like that, you're going to get leaves. That's all there is to it. Unless you built like a little house or something to go over the top. To get the pond clear, you'd like need a little roof. So I now think that the main issue with this pond getting dirty is the tree. Trees much more than the number of fish. This pond was badly overpopulated and we needed to get fish out to maintain water quality. But as of now, there is a maximum amount of fish, but there's not too many. I think it's all of the leaf litter and crap that's getting in there. So if someone could magically build like a little house over the top, stop a lot of leaves going in, that would keep it cleaner. Even like a shade cloth roof would reduce some sun, reduce some algae, and reduce some leaf litter falling in there. So I'm going to put a fish trap in there just out of interest. I wonder how many of them find their way inside that fish trap. Just out of interest.